Recently, after 50 years, the Supreme Court has decided to overrule Roe v. Wade. Now that this has occurred, each state will decisively choose whether they want abortions banned, limited, or allowed. This overruling is very controversial and has led to mixed to negative receptions by many. However, we're not here to talk about that. Instead, we're here to talk about Count Dankula and his maximum trolling potential, and what it reveals about the American people, or at least American people on Twitter. For context, in an attempt to intensify the situation through means of trolling, Count Dankula decided to change his Twitter handle name to Justice Dankula and change his profile picture to that of him as a judge. He would later tweet out comments that made it seem as if he played a role in the overruling of the decision. Some people found this as either trollish dark humor or stirring a pot that shouldn't be stirred. However, a lot of Twitter users seemed frankly distraught and angry over a justice's comments on the matter and took out many of their anger on him, unknowingly falling for the very obvious bait. Although some few did delete their tweets or understood the whole premise of the joke and played it off after, I think that shows a much bigger problem. Justice Dankula's tweet has revealed to most of the internet and all of Twitter that many users are rather uneducated, so much so that they don't even know the people that represent the court in the country they live in, or that they jump to conclusions way too easily, showing how hot-headed and irrational these kind of people can be. And I do understand that many people are not happy about this event occurring, so not many people have their minds in full place right now. But consider this, if they had noticed the word justice or the blue checkmark on his name, wouldn't they notice the Dankula on his name too, or his Twitter @ right under his handle name? I find it hard that people would completely dodge that part before tweeting the replies, which makes these irrational users all the more worrisome. Many of these users really did think he was a justice of the court, and I mean, come on. Who would ever call their kid Dankula? Or at least before Count Dankula got popular. Although I do appreciate the vast amount of trolling done by Dankula, this also shows that these users cannot contain themselves at all. They don't have a rational mindset on a topic that is extremely controversial, and although not all, some of these hot-headed users also have the right to vote, which is a bit of a scary thought if you think about it. I think another thing that shows well is that many people cannot differentiate between reality and humor. This thread essentially proves that satire comedy is dead, and that even when shown the joke, they cannot submit defeat. So they try to spin the narrative around to still and try to make themselves seem like they're the one that was always right, even though you're not. Just admit you fell for the bait and get over it. It's not that hard, and it's certainly not going to kill your ego. I don't like making comments on political events. Hell, this is more focused on a humorous tweet rather than the actual event the tweet is under. I just felt like making this because I think that many of these users really have to grow a spine, keep their heads leveled, and laugh it off after being proven wrong. It's scary that this is accepted behavior for whenever a controversial event occurs. I hope that some of these people are able to differentiate trollish endeavors from actual reality, especially the younger fellas, since they are the ones that will soon be the leading generation for the country. Just understand the situation and either laugh about it or have good discourse on the topic to spread awareness. Also, I apologize if it sounds like I'm bastardizing the American people or the American left. I know that almost everyone in those sectors are just normal people trying to get through life. I just think that these people should also probably follow the same suit. Also, I'm recording this at 3 in the morning, so I'm pretty worn and tired. This is probably the only video I'm doing this about, unless Dankula manages to troll beyond this point, but we'll just have to wait and see. Good night, and I'll see you guys in my next video.